Wait. Oh, wait.
No.
Oh, hello, everybody. This is our first time using Zoom. It's a learning curve. Apologies for any glitches or boo-boos. I did have plans to have my beautiful camera set up on the PC so we would have excellent and clear pictures, but that didn't happen today, so that will be happening in the future. We will improve. But that's good. If you start at the bottom, the only way is up. We are here to learn some fun blending techniques today. If you've had the chance to get a kit from us, you can do exactly what we're doing. If you've come across this video from home, feel free to go raid some inks from your craft room and follow along with what you've got at home. Videos tend to sit there for a long time on the internet, so by the time you find this video, we might have sold out of kits. But for now, we do have a couple left. So my name is Shirley from imageplus.com.au down in freezing Tasmania. Our co-host today is Suzanne. She is going to be making the cards with me in real time. That way, anybody who wants to make them along with us can work in real time as well, because I've found the person demonstrating tends to get 10 steps ahead. So hopefully by having Suzanne working in real time, we can all make these cards together. And if this format works out, let's do it again. So I'm going to see if I can get my camera repositioned, because I had it positioned perfectly.
While you do that, I'll do some talking.
So, okay, while you're doing that,
right.
Okay, yes.
Yep. There you good.
Okay, is it on me?
Nope, it's on. I can see your card.
Yes, that's what I mean though. It's on my screen here.
Yep, perfect.
Excellent. I can't see everybody else, but you can see what I'm doing now, and that's all
I can see your two hands, a happy birthday card, a butterfly behind it, and a little stencil underneath.
I'm not touching anything. If I touch something, it will break, so nothing is getting touched. I'm sitting down. If you see me going off screen, let me know.
I sure will.
Hello, everybody. We have this fantastic How to Colour Layer Technique kit by Hero Arts. It contains 5 inks, 2 different properties to these inks, which I'll explain to you. We have a couple of blending brushes, and we have some cardstock to work along with. So some of you bought just this, some of you bought the I Want It All kit, which also has some extra things like some extra brushes and some extra bits and pieces. But if you're making along at home, grab whatever inks you've got and let's start. First of all, we're going to start with the most simplest and easiest of the cards. It's a happy birthday one. We are going to take a piece of our white cardstock from our kit. You should have had 2 of them, so you're only going to need 1 of them. And we are going to cut it. Let's see, what are we going to cut it? I did bring a ruler over. There it is. I'm going to be really, really organised. I bought a pen as well. So we're going to cut it into a square. Tell me if I'm being too organised and boring.
Do we need a ruler? I don't have one.
No. I've got a ruler so I can tell you what to cut it to.
But how do I know what to cut it to if I don't rule it?
Because I'm about to tell you what to cut. Oh, you got a trimmer?
Yeah, I've got a trimmer.
Yeah. So you're going to cut it 4 inches by 4 inches.
So just to clarify,
yep.
This little like rectangular bit that came in the kit, you want to cut 4 by 4. Is that right? That's
correct. It'll be white one with a very slight texture to it. And for those of you
who was cream, maybe it's just my lighting.
For those of you who don't do inches, it's 10 centimeters. But
Perfect.
Most trimmers have 4 by. Yeah, it's an off-white, and it's got a bit of texture to it. The reason it's got that. Now, before you cut, I probably should have said, make sure you cut your shortest length first, and that way you've got the rest of that cardstock for another card.
I don't know what that means. What you mean by shortest length first?
So see how it is, it's about 10 inches long, 8 inches long at a guess. You're going to cut 4 inches first in that way, and that way you've got that biggest piece left.
It already is 4 inches in that way, so it's perfect. I'm just cutting it the other way.
Yep, and then 4 inches.
Sweet, I can do that.
Yep, so you've got yourself a square. Tell me when you've done that. Done. Now, you should have a little packet of stencils. I have taken mine out of the plastic bag, so I might be 1 step ahead of you. So if you take them out of the plastic bag, there'll be 3 of them.
Hang on 1 second. So is the stencils in the colour layer kit, or are they separate?
No, they'll be in the How to Colour Layer Technique in your box with all your inks and things.
In the box? All right,
yep.
Okay, cool.
With all your inks and things. Yep. Now, something I didn't know this when I made the first card, if you look at a very slight angle, you can see there's a little writing on there and the word Hero Arts. I didn't know. So the first time I did mine, I actually did mine upside down. Not that it matters, as long as you do it consistently. So if you decide you would like writing side up, that should be the exact size of your stencil and have your writing at the bottom. As long as it's consistent, you can have it consistently upside down like I did. That's all that matters. So does your stencil line up exactly with your bit of white?
Okay, which stencil? We're picking the one with the big flowers on it?
Yes, we're starting with the one with big flowers. Thank you. This is why I need you to ask me the questions that I forget.
I'm looking for the writing. Gosh, it's small. Maybe I'm
I know, it's very hard to see. You've got to hold them at an angle and you'll see it in the bottom corner.
Yeah, it's SK. I can also see a code. Yeah, I'm with you. Okay.
Yep. Now, two choices. If you're working at home, you can sticky tape them together, or I happen to have a magnetic mat. I know Suzanne's got a magnetic mat as well.
Oh, I was wondering what that was for.
Yes.
That's so dumb.
You're just going to pop the magnets on there. How easy is that to hold it in place? It's that simple.
Man, my square, I don't know about anyone else's, but my square is not totally square. It's like, it'll do, but like, holy
Doesn't
cow.
matter. It's a homemade card. Now, this is the simplest part of it. What is your favourite colour?
Purple.
You could do purple. You could do dark purple. You could do light purple. I'd recommend light purple. The dark purple is actually very, very dark. So all you're going to do is you're going to open your ink pad up. I should have bought scissors. I did bring scissors. You're going to open your ink pad up. And this is sometimes why I prepared this one earlier videos. Better.
So 1 second. Is the light purple called Orchid?
That's the one. Orchid.
Right, sweet. I'm with you.
Yep. So you're going to open it up.
Do I want the small toothbrush or the bigger one?
Because these are really big flowers, I'd go the big one. And It's a blending brush, not a toothing brush.
Oh, well, it looks like a toothbrush.
I love your word. So all we're going to do is we're going to put it in there and pick up a bit of ink.
Hang on, I haven't even got it open yet. Far out, slow down, woman. I just need some scissors.
This is excellent. This is why I wanted a real-time person with me.
A real-time person who actually cuts herself. Like, I don't know. They make it look so easy on these videos. I'm feeling the pressure now.
Yeah, that's because in these videos, they're usually pre-prepared. Like, here's what I prepared earlier and everything is ready.
If we do this again, you also need to send me not just a kit, but a card that's done. So at the end, I can hold it up and go, huzzah! It looks really great, as opposed to what I'm probably going to hold up at the end.
No, that's the whole idea of it. If you hold up what you do at the end, then people are much, much more appreciative.
Okay, I finally have the thing open. All right, now, what are we doing?
You're going to take one of your blending brushes and you're going to put a bit of ink on it.
Oh, yeah, I can handle that.
Yes. Now, I'm going to grab a bit of spare and show you something. If you just shove your ink down and start rolling. Oh, I can't do it because I've got my magnets.
Rolling, the heat.
Okay, so it's not going to happen now. Normally, when you get a lot of ink on, if you just put it down and start rolling, you'll get a really, see that really loud patch in the middle there?
Yep.
I don't know, is it showing up? Yeah, which I don't like. If you like that, go for it. If you don't like that, pick up your ink, start slightly off the side of the stencil, start rolling, and then by the time you're where the hole is, you've got a beautiful blend happening. So you get a nice smooth blend. As opposed
just before I start, are we doing the whole thing or just some of them?
Yep, we're going to do them all, whatever colour you've chosen. So there's a few people at home, they might have chosen orange flowers or pink flowers, whatever colour you have chosen, and start off on the bit of stencil, and then by the time you start doing it onto the paper, it should be a lot smoother, as opposed to just putting it down and starting, and you get that really awful starting skid mark. If I say that, it implies other things.
I was going to say, this reminds me of school where the teacher spends 5 minutes explaining how to do it and the kid just stuffs it anyway. That's me.
But yeah, I always start my blending off to the side and then go. And then you're just basically going to do all of the flowers as dark as you would like. There's no rule that says what shade it has to be because this is your card. And let me know when you have some blending done.
All right, I'm done.
You're done?
I'm
Excellent.
done.
Now we're going to take the stencils away.
So I take the
Ideally,
magnets off?
the magnets away. That's what I meant. Ideally, you could go and wash that now, but we'll wash it later. Now, if you look at your
i.e.
stencils,
never. I take after, what's her name? Diana Reevely.
yeah, she never cleans them. Now, if you look at your stencils, you'll get the one that's got the centres. Again, you want to find the one that's got the centres, the pretty.
Oh, yep. I'm with you.
Now, make sure you've got that writing at the bottom again, or whatever orientation you had it. And when you line it up on top, it should be nicely in the middle of all your flowers.
Okay.
If it's not, it means you need to rotate it until it is, because you might have had your little
oh, yep, perfect.
Lined up perfectly.
Now I lay it down again with the magnets again.
Yep. And now you've got two choices. If you want a really, really dark centre, go your grape juice. I want mine just to be slightly darker, like this one. So I'm going to use exactly the same ink.
No, I'm going in.
You're going in? You're going dark?
In.
You could go orange or pink if you want.
You have to give me 5 minutes to open it in 1 moment.
You know what? I'm going in too then. If you're doing it, I'm doing it. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Okay. I'm doing it too then. Now, you have two choices here. You got the I Want It All kit, so you can actually grab another stencil brush. So you've got your darker one, or if you're working at home, the two purples are so similar, you could use the same brush. But because you got the I Want It All, start with another stencil brush. Look how much darker that is. And I'm going in. Woo, she's dark. Have you got yours open yet? Oh,
no.
You've gone silent.
I muted myself so you don't have to listen to this sound. Okay, I got it open. Now I'll get my other stencil brush. Grape juice. All right, here we go.
I've forgotten which one's which. This one's a darker one, I think. Yep. Actually, you know what? Make sure you put the lid on the other one, and that way you don't get them messed up.
Oh, it's very dark.
It's very dark. That's why I was shocked when you said I'm going in.
Yeah, well.
Oh, well. Too late now. The beautiful part is it's just a piece of paper. If you look at it and go, I hate that, with the what is it, the light of 1,000 suns, you can bin it.
The power of 1,000 suns.
That's it, with the power of 1,000 suns. Oh, that is so loud.
Oh, God.
Don't like it. It's horrid. Oh, well, too late now. I'm going to put my lid back on.
Okay, hang on. I'm scared to lift it now.
How horrid is it?
I don't know. I haven't lifted it. I'm just sitting here looking at it. All right, here we go. Fine, let's have a look. How bad is it? Oh, I actually like it.
Well, there you go. There you go. Each to their own.
Mine isn't as dark as yours. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't as heavy-handed.
Yeah,
See?
you probably need yours a lot lighter. I can't see anything else on my screen because I'm sitting down.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, mine doesn't look as dark as yours, but then maybe it's just the lighting. I don't know.
Could be. Mine is very bright lighting. But then the next step is also just as easy. You will take your leaf stencil.
Yep.
Tilt it at an angle so you can see your writing. Pop it on there. And magnet each corner. Do I need a
green colour now?
Yep. You're one step ahead of me. If you wanted to be different, you could go orange. You could go orange leaves. Think autumn. But I'm going green.
Okay, so when you say angle, does that mean it doesn't line up with the writing? Is that what you meant? I didn't see that part.
No, I just meant I put it at an angle so I could see the writing stand out.
Oh, okay. Yep. But it still just lays over the same way the previous 2 times has?
Yep. Now, handy hint. I saw this done once. Let's see if it works. Apparently, let's test it out live. If you wipe a dark colour over and then use a bit of a cloth to wipe. Hang on. I'm grabbing a cloth. Apparently, it'll go into the holes and make the writing stand out nicely for us. Let's see if that does work. Yep. You can see that writing a little bit easier. So if you're struggling to see the writing, just go over it. Did you see how I did that?
Yeah,
just go over it.
So just get another colour blending tool for the green? Yep.
You'll definitely want a fresh, clean one, because if you use a purple with the green, you're going to get very interesting colours. And then exactly as we have just done, we are just going to blend away.
Linda's saying she's got some ink splatters now. I'll just see which way up this goes. Hang on one moment.
I'm so glad people are working along with us. So then you're just going to lightly blend all the way around with your green and get pretty leaves. Now, you know what? Because on my original one, I did mine quite light. Because that dark purple is so dark, I'm going in. I'm making this really dark green leaves. Like, I'm blending as darkly as I can. Why not? And that's the beauty of this. At the end of the day, you can sit there with 10 pieces of paper and just blend away and make a whole heap of cards up front and ready. You don't necessarily have to mat them today or anything. So there we are. Have I got all my leafy bits? Now, if you wanted to, if you happen to be at home and you have 2 shades of green, you could actually blend this with a really light green, and then taking another brush, you could flick in from the outside edges of the leaves to make a 2-tone leaf. Does that make sense?
Yep, that makes sense.
You would need to. I could have done a very, very light blend and then flicked with this one as well. So if you've only got the 1 shade, you can do that. And then, it's much better with the dark green. That works really well. But wait, there's more.
Hang on, I'm still blending here. One moment.
You're right. Warning, suspicious calling pattern. They're calling him up about the election. Hang on, how do I?
Oh, you guys got election?
Yeah. No, you don't have one. Yeah, this Saturday is election day. Hang on. How do I end it? I'll just go send a voicemail. Are you back? Hopefully that didn't interfere.
Yeah, that didn't interrupt you at all.
Oh, good. That's why I want the computer with the camera, so phone calls don't interrupt. So now, if you have,
you can put it on. What's the name? Do not disturb, and nothing will come in.
Oh, I should have done that next time.
Okay, hang on. So now I take it off now, like as in I lift the magnets.
Yep, lift the magnets, have a look at it, and go ooh ah. Do I hear an ooh ah?
Ooh, yeah, that's very pretty.
Now, if you look at mine, see how I've got a really faint blend around the outside?
Mine looks more pink than purple. It's weird. Anyway, sorry. Yours looks really purple. Mine looks more pink.
See how I have that really light blend around the outside? We're going to go back to our very, very light brush, and we're just going to ever so light, no pressure whatsoever on the brush, and we're going to go around the outside, and we're just going to do a tiny bit of blending like so. See how that corner's got a little bit of blending on it and that one doesn't?
Hang on. Oh, yeah.
So if you like that finish, pick up your light one again and just very lightly blend around the outside. As much or as little as you would like.
I'm going to horrify you and do it with the dark one because
you've made my stomach hurt. I trust you.
I don't. I'm just having fun.
Well, that's literally what it's about. As long as you're having a good giggle, that's all that counts. And now, this part we don't necessarily...
I was a bit heavy-handed there. Oh, well.
Now, we don't have to do this part in the video. Oh, whoops. I've just put my green lid on my purple. That was a bad move. Now, depending on what colour you used, you would rifle through your... See how you get these really pretty colour papers?
Oh, yes. I did see that. Yep.
So you would pick which colour you wanted. So you can mat it on the pink, the green, or the purple. But that's something we can do after class.
Okay.
See how I've matted mine on the purple? And then you'll just need to find yourself a card to put it on. You might want a really thick border. You might want a thin border like mine. And then you'll have a whole pile of greetings. I chose happy birthday. I did mat my happy birthday on a tiny bit of green because I liked that. And I popped a few bling on there.
Oh, yep. I see that. Perfect. Yep.
How's that? Everyone happy with that? Let me know when you're finished and we can make a start on the next one.
So we're just finishing the background and now we're going to mat it in our own time, just to clarify.
Yeah, I think so. I think people could mat in their own time.
You want to mat now? Questions or anything? No, I'm happy to do it later. That's all good because then we can get more fronts done. But I can see what you mean. Like if you picked a few you wanted to make, then you could get all this part done and then you could do all the matting and then you could do you could do it as a production.
I call it batching. Yeah, production line batching. That's what it's called.
No, that's sweet. All right, cool. I'm setting that to the side.
Okay, so we'll pop that aside. So now what we might do now is we're going to do some things that take a bit of time to dry. So we might do this one first because it's going to take a bit of time to dry. So if you take your, you won't need a ruler. I'm going to take my ruler. That bit of white that was left over, you should be able to cut that 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches.
No worries, Linda. Linda's saying she's got to catch the replay, so that's all good.
Yeah,
I'm just sorry. I zoned out for there. Which part am I using where? What? Who?
So you should have that spare bit of white. The spare bit of white left over.
Oh, yep.
We're going to cut it 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches.
Okay, hang on.
So obviously the 4 inches is going to have to be a shorter length.
Yep.
And then that should go your 5 1/4 inches.
One moment.
So I'm going to grab my trimmer. Hopefully I'm still under the screen. So the shortest length's going to have to be your 4 inches. This next bit's fun. It's fun.
Now I'm just muting while I'm cutting. So if you talk and I don't talk back, I'll be a moment.
That's okay. Yeah, by 5 1/4 inches. 5 1/4. There we are. I mean, if people are making this at home and they want to go their own size, that's absolutely fine as well. Now, because I did a bit of blending and purple would be on my background here, I am going to take a wet rag and give it a good wipe. Because
Fun fact, the piece that you cave in the all access kit or whatever the name of the thing I have is that size, 4 5 1/4. Like I didn't need to do any cutting.
Oh, perfect. You sure it wasn't a smidgen over 5 1/4?
Well, it's close enough.
Close enough, yeah. Yeah. There we are. Now I'm going to wipe that off dry. Now, the reason you're going to want a clean work surface will become apparent in just a moment. Now, I'm realising I'm going to be working on black, so you guys aren't going to see what I'm doing. Doesn't matter. We'll see if this works. So, pick 2 colours that you liked. I liked the green and the pink. I reckon it'll work on the black. Let's just see. So let's just take our green. If it doesn't work, I'll run and grab a lighter colour that we can work on. Oh, yes. Let's see if this works. You're going to put a little bit. Oh, you can see it. Can you see that?
Yep, I can see it. Yep. Sorry, I'm just cutting open my pink.
That's right. So then we're going to spritz it with some water. And this is the fun bit. Hopefully you've got a stamping block. You're going to pop the stamping block in there. And then you're going to stamp with it and go. Sound effects are optional.
Awesome.
How cool is that blob? So you're going to pick a little bit more of it up. And then you're going to go anywhere on there whatsoever. And pick a bit more of it up. And sound effects are optional. So you're going to have some really cool little splatters like that on your card front. Did that look like something you could do?
So I stamp some ink onto the background thing. I spritz it and then I put my stamp block into it and just splat it on the card. Yep.
And when you press it on, you'll get this really cool smeary look. And when you lift it, you'll get a blobby look.
All right, I can do that. I just have to find.
And I did it on 4. You can do it randomly 3, 4 times. There's no right or wrong to this bit at all. Did it do it for you?
I'm still stamping mine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. This is the beauty of working live time. I can know how much time I have to wait. And while you're doing that, I'm going to cut my pink one open because you're right, my pink one's not cut open either. Oh, we get that beautiful sound.
Yeah, there's more ink. That's not enough ink. Maybe I just stir it around a bit.
Trust me, it'll smear out and look heaps. Trust me.
No, it's on the thing and it's barely there.
Oh, more ink. How's it going? We don't want too many moments of silence.
It's going all right. I just I don't have a lot of space to work with, and I'm wary of my keyboard, so I don't want to go crazy spritzing here.
Oh, we're going to splatter soon. You might want to throw something over your keyboard.
Oh, I can't. I might not be able to do it. I'll see. Because, yeah, this is my work setup.
Yeah, that's fair enough. You could probably put it on the floor to splatter. I've done that before.
No, then I'll splatter the carpet and the landlords will be pissed off at me.
Oh, that's true. It's a rental.
Yeah. All right. So now do I wipe the stamp block down?
Yep. So you've got some nice blobby bits like that.
That doesn't look like that. Oh, you can't see, but I have some blobby bits. I don't have blobby bits like that.
Oh, you might not have used enough water. Well, let's do it again, but this time with the pink.
Okay.
So, yep, my pink stands out nicely there. We're going to spritz some water on it with our spritzy thingy. And then same thing with the stamp block. Where did I put my stamp block down? Oh, there it is off to the side. Now, my stamp block has a grid on one side, so I have to make sure I don't use the side with a grid or I might get lines through my blobby bits. So you're going to put it in, pick up some ink, and just go, oh, this pink's very loud, like that. And a little bit up there. And I want a little bit off to the side there. And that is our way cool background. This
is the pink is heaps better.
Yeah, you might just not have done it right with the green. Now, this particular technique is where you just want to have yourself 20 backgrounds cut out. And honestly, just do yourself up 20 backgrounds. And that way, because they take a little time to dry, you can then start on, you'll be working away on another card and you'll go, gee, I need a background. And you can flick through them and find yourself a background. Now, we're going to splatter now. This is where I mentioned to you, you might not be able to do this if your keyboard's close by. We're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to put that lovely dark purple down, but we're going to spritz it absolutely heaps until we get a really wet slurry, like so. And then we're going to pick up our paintbrush. When I find where I set it, I know it's here. There it is. And it's now on the floor. We're going to pick up our paintbrush and just tap it against our finger until...
I'll see how I go.
Yeah. I was going to say, if you don't do it too hard, you might just get little splatters come out. And we're using the darkest purple, the grape juice.
The grape juice, yep.
Yes. Now, as Dina Wakley says, when you're going to do layers, you have to start with the lightest layers. If we would have used this dark purple as our splodgy background, we wouldn't be able to see any splatters above it because it would be so dark, everything would be hidden. Does that make sense?
It's not splattering, so do I need extra water?
Yes. If it's not splattering, lots more water.
Oh.
Now it's splattering?
Yes. Yeah. Now what are you doing? Sorry. Okay. Bit of effort. Yep.
And now, while you have all that water there, this is why I mentioned you might want a Coke bottle lid or a water bottle lid. Drop it into your splattery bit and just go pop.
Hang on. What do you have in your hand?
Coke bottle lid.
I got a can. I didn't get a lid.
Yeah, no, can as well. So here's a can. And so we're going to put it in there to get ink on it. And then we're going to use it. See how you get a little half circle?
I can do that. That's not as messy. I'm just finishing my splattering. Splattering's a bit lame, but I just was wary of my keyboard. So let's try that.
But there we are. And then whatever you have at home, if you don't have a Coke bottle...
hang on, we're just inviting someone in. Just pausing the recording. So just mention the circle bits again.
Yep. So we made a really wet slurry of ink off to the side with water and our ink. And then we dipped whatever shape we had in the house. Coke bottle lids, water bottle lids, a glass jar would do. And we've stamped it down onto that surface. And that is a really cool, easy to do mixed media surface where you don't even need to think.
And do we wipe up all our purple ink now?
Yes, then clean all your mess up. Yes. That purple ink you'll find is it stains. That purple
I was just going to say my back thing's no longer black.
Yeah. This particular ink is I mean, you could go and get, I guess, some alcohol and give it a good scrub and clean off, but I never clean anything up. Yeah. We are going to talk about some different properties in a little bit between them. In fact, I'll talk about them now. If you have a look, some of the inks are called reactive. Some of them are called a core ink. Your reactive ink, if we were to splatter this green ink with some water, it would react with the water and become even more splattery. This core ink is a permanent ink. Once you've stamped it out and it dries, it's permanent. Nothing will react it. What we are going to do in a moment, I'm going to put this aside to dry because here in Tasmania, that's going to take a good few minutes to dry. We are going to stamp out a butterfly in a moment with the core ink because it's not water reactive. And then we are going to pick up our paintbrush with some green ink, or in my case, I did orange ink, and paint the wings of the butterfly because the core ink will not dissolve. If you were to stamp with the reactive ink and then paint with the reactive ink, it would dissolve because water dissolves water. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. But that's something we'll do in a moment. I probably shouldn't have explained it this early, but that's okay. Now we're going to do another background that's going to take a moment to dry. So let's put that aside somewhere to dry and take another background and cut it to, you know what, the same size. Let's make the same size background. Mine is slightly smaller.
Where did I put it?
You should have another piece of it. Mine is slightly smaller, but you know what? Oh, if we're going to make it the same as my card here, let's get the ruler and cut it to the same size. Let's do it. So it is, I've got this one at 3 1/4 inches by 4 1/2 inches. So this background we're going to do now is 3 1/4 inches by 4 1/2 inches. If you want it bigger, absolutely make it bigger. Honestly, it's your card at home, however you would like it. So my extra bit of white, here we are.
So I've lost the third piece. So if I cut a random piece, does it matter if it's a different color? Like it's just plain white, not this textured-y? It doesn't matter.
It won't matter. This is watercolor paper, so you'll probably just get a different splatter on it. Watercolor paper and plain paper just give you a different finish. And the beautiful part is you can experiment at home with both papers, see which you prefer. You might prefer a plain one over the way.
What size? 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Perfect. Thank you.
Yep. But if you want to make it bigger, you can. Now we are going to go similar to what we did a moment ago. Let me know when you've cut. We're going to need our pink ink and our green ink. And this is the one where you never know what you're going to get until you get it. And this is often the one where I look at it and go, I hate that, throw it in the bin and do another one. Because if you mix too many colours together, you tend to get mud. So we are only going to do 2 colours. Are you still with me, or are you muting while you trim?
I'm muting while I trim.
That's right. I'm just standing up to. Oh no, that's gone way off there.
Okay, I've got the piece of paper now, so I'm ready.
Yep. So we're going to get our green ink, and we're going to just put some green ink at the bottom, and some pink ink at the top. And this is where you want to hope that you had a clean base, or you're going to get a lot of interesting colours. We're going to take our water bottle, spritz away, drop our piece of paper on there, go up and down a little bit. Oh, look at my...
I wasn't watching, sorry. Right. You just basically put the piece of paper straight down?
Yep. And I pressed on it. Look at all the ink squirting out the sides. And then you're going to go, oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Now, see how you often get this little bit of colouring down there? That is something I've never loved. So I always just take a little bit of scrap paper and just wipe that away. Scrap paper, rag, I meant. And there's our background. How cool is that? We now need to clean our space up. And again, we're now going to put that aside to dry.
The one side of it's quite dark where they've kind of bled together. Is that what you were mopping up? I wasn't watching.
Yeah, I don't like that because 2 colours get together and they become mud. I don't like that. So I just run a little rag down it just to wipe that away. Another way around it is if you leave your piece of paper quite big, then
cut it down afterward.
Yeah. Cut it down afterwards
once
and
it's
cut
dry.
That bit away. That is often a little hint that I often do. Because
could you try 3, or is that too muddy? Because I reckon you could fit a third up above it.
Oh, You can absolutely do 3. I just wanted to keep it simple. You could do 4 as long as they didn't cross-contaminate too much.
I was thinking if I had a yellow, that'd be nice up the top. But yeah.
But you know what you could do? You could put a bit of yellow down, pick it up with your stamp block, and just add that bit of yellow exactly where you want it. That was why I showed people the 2 different techniques that we did.
It's not as nice on the non-watercolor paper. It's still nice, but I can see the way it didn't blend into it as nicely.
Yeah, with this, you get that little bit of wicking. Look, I had a little bit of the purple still on there, which I don't dislike. Yeah, but you get that little bit of wicking and everything with the watercolor paper.
Yeah, no, I don't have that. Mine's more, Anyway, I'll show you at the end.
Now, this, we'll give that a moment to dry. So there's those 2 off to the side drying.
It's also bending up a bit. Is that just because the paper's...
normal.
Okay.
That's normal. You can actually get around that. You can turn it over and put a spritz of water on the back, but it will flatten out as it dries. Or when you stick it down, it's going to flatten out because you're going to stick it to a base.
Cool.
Yeah. So now we are going to make these little strips here. So for those of you who received an I Want It All kit, you'll have a nice piece of black embossed cardstock.
Oh, yep. I got 2.
Yep. I did one for you and one for Casimir because I thought he might want to make a card with you.
Yeah, next time I'll get him to do it and I'll just do the talking because then he's probably paying more attention than me.
Yep. So now if you just take yourself a spare bit of paper, that was what I said to people. So this can be just normal paper. This is just normal,
How big does it need to be?
Pardon?
How big?
It doesn't need to be very big at all because all we're going to do is this.
So the bit I cut down from before when I was cutting the 3.5, could I use that? Like that excess?
Yeah, you absolutely could.
Yep, cool.
Yep. Yeah. So all we're going to do is, you can see I've done a green one, an orange and pink one, and an orange and green one. We are going to take our dry ink pads.
Yep.
Hang on.
Oh, orange. Open. Have I got that open? No, I don't have that open yet.
Yep, we need to cut that open. And this is where you do 2 colours that appeal to you. You might want to try that dark one, Suze, because you seem to have a thing for dark colours. All you're going to do is you're just going to wipe it. Can you see that okay? You're going to wipe it across so you get that dry white.
That makes me feel anxious. I don't know how I could go with that. I'll try it.
What? Just the dry wipe?
Yeah, I don't think mine's going to look like that. We'll see.
And then turn it over. We're going to do 2 tones, see? Oh, man, my hands aren't opening. There it is. And we're going to go back over it like that. So, and then I'm going to do, so I've done a green and orange. Now I'm going to do orange and pink. Why not? Just wipe it like that. Don't worry about how it looks because we're only going to cut a sliver out of the middle of it. Orange and pink. Oh, can you hear Shedbird over there asking what we're doing?
No.
Camera must be muting her. See how we have that really cool blend? And then I'm going to do green and purple. So green, 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 green. Now, if you absolutely hated this, you could just go raid your stash and dig out a pretty pattern piece of paper. I just did this because I thought the colours worked beautifully, tying it all in.
When we cut it down, how wide does it need to be?
I believe they're 1 inch. Let me see.
I don't know if it's going to be wide enough here.
Yep, 1 inch. And if you have a look, it doesn't matter. See how there's got a bit of white down the edge?
Cool.
It truly doesn't matter. So now you're just going to take your trimmer and we're just going to trim it randomly on a spot that appeals to you, then move it across by 1 inch. And you get that fun little strip. Over here, we'll trim it randomly down there. And again, you could do this with any inks you've got at home. Oh, I love that one. Oh, I love the pink and the orange. That's awesome. And then all the way over here, see, my purple one's actually ghastly, but I'm going to make it work. And that one.
Oh, sorry, I'm still thinking of how big do I cut it? 1 inch by what?
1 inch, just 1 inch all the way along. We're not going to do a length yet.
Oh, so you just want 1 inch width?
Yep.
Is that what you're saying?
3 1-inch strips.
I did the dark purple. It's ghastly, but anyway.
You've got plenty more spare paper, I'm sure.
Oh, it's fine. I'm just saying.
See, I hate that one so much. I'm doing that again. Hang on, let me get out some more paper.
Oh, I don't care enough. I'm just saying it's ghastly.
No, I hate that one. I love that one. I'd hate that one because I can see all the lines and it bothers me. So where did my purple go? There it is. Oops. That's better. I like that.
I like the orange and pink. That's my favourite one.
Yeah, that's my favourite one too. And then I'm going to go into my green. Where did I sit my green? There it is. Because it's just scrap paper, it really doesn't matter if you waste a bit of it. Yeah, I'm going to like that one a lot more. That's ghastly. So I'm going to do a 1-inch strip from there. And I love it when I hate something that I do live because it makes other people feel better about if they hate something they've done. So there's the green with just a hint of purple. That one's better. I like that a lot more than that one. So that one can go in the bin.
All right, I like 2 of them. I hate 1 of them, but not enough to do it again. So it's all good.
That's right. So you're going to take your I Want It All black embossed piece, or those at home, a black embossed piece of some sort. You're going to decide where you would like the top of it to start from. So I think I want
So I want the embossed bits poking out towards me?
Yep. Oh, that's up to you. If you like the other way, you can. But otherwise, yes, the embossed bit's poking out towards you.
Yep.
And then there is no hard and fast rule. Wherever looks good, just work your way down it and cut it at an angle.
Does it have to be 1 inch or can I make it skinnier?
You can make it skinnier. This is your card. You can make
I think 1 inch is too much. I want to make it skinnier.
Yeah. No, it's your card. It's whatever appeals to you. So then...
Or I could keep it wide and just do the 2 of them and leave out the ugly one.
Yeah, you can do that too. Yep. And so I am just randomly... like so. And then I've got a third one over here where I'm going to go across there and then randomly like so. How simple is that little banner technique? But if you had a pattern paper that you liked, now I'm thinking that doesn't stand out on the white. That doesn't stand out on the black. There we are. I'm just popping that on there. Does that stand out more?
Yes.
Yep, yes. And so then you can stick those flat or you can put them down with 3D foam. I tend to be a bit of a 3D foam fan. So I am going to stick mine down with 3D foam. So I'm just going to put, but it's only about a 1 millimeter foam. I certainly wouldn't want them to be really wide, 3 or 4 millimeters. And I'm going to go 1, 2. And again, there is no hard and fast rule. This is your card. If you only want 2 strips, do 2 strips.
Susan has just commented and said measurements for the black piece, please, because I already had it cut.
Yes, good point. Thank you, Susan. That is 4 inches by 5 1/4.
4 inches by 5 1/4. Perfect.
Yep, 4 by 5 1/4. Where is my pen gone? Man, I need a thing there that everything goes into. There it is. So black is 4 inches by 5 1/4. But just so people know, I'm using these measurements because I'm using the US size cards, which are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Australian size cards are about 4 by 6. They're slightly different. So if you're making a different size card, you can absolutely adjust your measurements. Yeah. So thank you. I love it that you can read questions out to me. In the future, I'm hoping that once I've got my other camera set up, I can have the computer set up in front of me and I can watch the computer screen while we work. But it's all a learning curve.
You
So
could
then
always log in have your computer there and be logged into Zoom twice, once here with your camera and once with the computer so you can see the screen. I've done that before.
that would work too, yes. Now, this is why we needed the hole punch. So, Suzanne, you won't be able to do this bit, but the hole punch that I went and got and have now lost, there it is. You take your leftover bits.
Ah, that's cool.
And we're going to randomly cut some bright, loud pieces out of them.
Nice.
And then, oops, okay, well, that works. They, see how they're just going to randomly glue all over it?
Oh, that is so cool. If you had like little different shapes, you could also do that too, like a little punch of like a star or a heart or whatever you wanted.
If you had really cool what do they call it? The bling that's made of shiny round. There's a name for it. Enamel. If you had enamel dots, you could put enamel dots all over it. And then to attach those, all I'm going to do is put a little blob of glue down and glue it. Here we are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just going to pop a blob of blue.
You feeling okay? You don't usually use glue.
I know, me and glue. Look, see, I've done it already. I've stuffed it already. I rarely use glue. Suze knows me well. And so that is just going to stick on the glue. Man, this is what I do with glue. I get it everywhere. I probably should use tweezers to pick them up, but anyway. So they are going to stick all over. But that is something, if you haven't got your hole punch with you, you could do that later. Just don't throw your scraps out till after you've done it. How cool is that? Now, I've just realised when I put my feather on there, those dots are all going to be hidden. So before they dry, I'm moving them over here because in your I Want It All, you'll have 3 different feathers. Choose the feather that you like the most. Where's my I Want It All kit? Oh, I think I stuck it in my...
Oh, yep, I see them. And do we ink the feather? Sorry, I zoned out for a second.
No, you're not going to ink it. You are going to paint it.
Ooh, cool.
Okay, when I find my feather... oh, there it is up there. Nope. I know it's here. I bet you people are looking at the screen going, there it is, Shirley, there it is.
Oh, no, I don't see it.
Oh, that's a good thing. That makes
like, where's Wally?
Yeah, it's like, where's Wally? Man, I do this every single time I'm crafting. It's just like, and then suddenly, it's like the TV remote. It'll be on the other side of the couch and you'll be staring at it going, but I didn't have it over there. Okay, then, so...
Are we painting it just with the inks?
Yes, I was going to say, we are just going to dip our paintbrush into the water, dip our paintbrush into our ink pad, and start painting.
Does it matter which colour?
No. Oh, there it is. It was under the basket.
It's whatever. It's
your card, so it's whatever colour appeals to you. I did green on this one. I'm going to do an orange feather now because I can. So I like the longest feather, so I'm going to take the longest feather. And I did this technique deliberately because a lot of people don't realise you can paint with your ink pads. So we're going to, it's called creamsicle, but I call it orange.
Oh, is it? Creamsicle. Yeah, I thought it was orange.
So you're just going to wet your paintbrush. You're just going to pick up a bit of the ink and you're going to paint it.
This is very satisfying.
Yes. You could do a multiple coloured...
Yep, that's exactly the thought I was having.
If you find it easier, you can put a little bit of your ink down like so. You might find it easier to pick it up that way. And I do think you get a more intense finish if you pick it up off a little surface like that. See, when I was picking it up off there, it was quite pale. But when I started picking it up off the surface mat here. But yeah, you could do it multiple colours. You could do a rainbow Casimir.
Totally where I'm going.
For anyone that doesn't know, Casimir's Suzanne's son, and he loves art and craft. He absolutely loves it. And so I could see him sitting there for hours painting feathers in multiple colours. There we are. And do we sing while we paint? La la la.
Oh, no, I was just trying to work out where I put something.
Like me a moment ago. There we are. You could do, I'm surprised you haven't painted it dark purple.
Oh, that's coming. Just you wait.
A lot of people... don't realise they can paint with their inks. And the beautiful part is if you paint with your ink, you know all your tone is going to work together because you've used the same tones. Sometimes when you have to go and find like a paint or something that's separate, It just you'll paint it away, and then you'll go, oh no, it's such the wrong shade. So that is now going to go on there where I moved my circles away from. Again, I like foam, so I'm going to use some 3D foam with mine. Ah, there it is over there. One day I'm going to have an organised desk space. They do say the more disorganised you are, the more craftier you are. And apparently if you've got a terrible sense of direction, you're a really good crafter. And that's me. I have a terrible sense of direction, so I must be a good crafter. Here we are. And then we're going to put our feather down there. And for those that did the I Want It All kit, you're going to have a heap of sayings to choose from. These are one of the Spellbinders. I forget the name. If anybody does want the name, or Suzanne, I can put it in comments later. These are better press ones. There you go. I just like that simple one. Have an epic birthday. I'm going to pop across there. Have an epic birthday. Now I need to find someone having a birthday. I know someone who's having a birthday this Saturday if you're watching. Are you watching, Marie?
I love how you've left yours white. I just painted all the way to the edge.
Personal choice. Yep.
I didn't even think about that. So until I'm looking at yours, going, wish I'd done that. Oh well, too bad.
You got 2 other feathers there. And so I'm going to go have an epic birthday. And it's uneven. It's uneven. Now, you've got a choice here. We have purple, green, or pink to choose from to mat it. Because I have done this orange, I now want an orange background. So you know what I can do? I can take my orange ink pad. How is this for cheating? If anybody didn't know this technique, you can do it blending if you want a softer orange background. Look at that. How cool is that going to look with the orange? So, I mean, yes, it does chew through a bit of your ink, but at least you get the exact background colour that you want. You don't need to do the middle because obviously that's all hidden. There. And I won't do it now, but after, I'm going to cut it down and look at that. I've got it matted on orange so it all mats.
Oh, that looks good. I like that.
Obviously, I need to trim it down. But that's, so if you ever can't find the right colour cardstock, start with a white piece and colour it.
Perfect.
If I'd wanted a really soft orange, I would have blended the edges as a really soft finish, but I wanted it really intense. And then also, you'll all have in your kit or in your stash bling.
Yes, so I was wondering what that was for.
Yes. Well, if you have a look here, see I've got some bling.
Nice.
Yeah. So just raid your bling after. Again, that's something people can do after when they're finishing off. I want a cool little piece of bling there. A cool little piece of bling down there. Yeah. They say you should do it in 3s. So there you go. I've put 3 pieces on. I'm going to want more. I'll put some more bling up on that after. And there's a second card done. Now, this is the fun bit. I love this next technique. This should be dry by now. Oh, I'll wait for you to catch up. Whoops, I'm probably going to.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm all good. I just decided I don't like that feather, so I'm going to paint a different one later. But that's all good.
Yep.
I don't like the multicolour one. All right, so which one are we going back to?
The bit that we did.
Where we the slidey one.
Yep. Get your green stencil back out, the stencil of leaves.
Oh, yeah.
And all we're going to do is put it over the green bit. Pick up some more green ink. It helps if I have my ink. Who else is losing everything like every second of every moment? Okay, I think I can make this work without my green ink because I think I've got enough ink on my blending brush.
Does it matter which bit of the leaves you choose?
Nah, your favourite bit. Okay. See that?
And we're just blending to bring some shapes through?
Yep.
All right, perfect. I'm with you.
And so it's up to you if you want to use just the leafy shape. See how there's one that's particularly leafy shaped? In fact, I'm just dragging the ink that's on the stencil already back in, so it doesn't matter that I can't find my green ink. So it's up to you which leaves that you like. And you get this really cool, just leafy pattern towards the bottom. Again, you could do this with any stencil in your stash. So if you're watching this and you've got different stencils at home, raid whatever stencils you've got just to put it's called tone on tone, to put a tone on tone pattern through your stencil. And then the pink part, where did I put my original card down? Here we are. Oh, hang on, I've put it up the top there. Here's my pink one. Oh, now, interestingly, you and I used dark purple through that. I'm going to have to wipe that off. If I try and do this with the pink ink, it will come out purple, and that will bother me. So I am.
I don't care. I'm going in.
I was going to say I am going to have to do that rare thing where I clean my stencil.
No, let's see what happens.
Okay.
But we're just using these fireworky splatty ones, yeah?
Yep.
Sweet.
If you wanted to use the big flowers, you could, but I think you would just get a really big pattern on there. So here we are. So I'm going to have to open another blending brush because I haven't used pink yet as a blend.
No, I was just risking it for the biscuit. Why not?
How did it come out?
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Lovely. I think I've still got a bit of the purple showing through.
It's dark and bold, but I like it like that.
Today's KFC. I like it like that. Is that how it goes?
Today's KFC, what? So as opposed to eating yesterday's KFC?
I just think that's a 1980s jingle that just stuck in my head. And then, as you can see, how fun is that background pattern? It just shows another way. People often look at their stencils and only see one way to use them. That just shows a fun way. Here we are. And now, where did I put the original card down so we can finish copying it? Lost it already. Oh, there it is. I buried it. So what we're going to do now, everybody who received a kit should have had a butterfly. Some people will have a bigger butterfly. Some people a smaller butterfly. And my butterfly definitely came over with me, but now I don't know what it's down. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Where are you? Oh, there he is. I got him. So you also need your stamping block. I chose the dark purple because the dark purple is a core ink. It's not going to be water reactive. So if you wanted to, you could do them in black if you were doing this at home and you had, another ink. I'm only doing him in the dark purple because that's what we've got.
And we just stamp it anywhere on there?
Yep, wherever appeals to you. You stamp it.
All right, grape juice. Here we go.
There we are. And we're going to give him a moment to dry, and then I'm going to paint some more purple on him. Did I say purple? I meant pink. See, I sort of dragged some pink down through him. So we're going to spritz, pick up a bit of pink.
And I'm not up to that step yet. One moment. Still stamping.
Yeah. Now, if we were to have stamped him, because I'm now painting with water, if we were to have stamped him in a water reactive ink, as I colour him with the water, the water's going to react and dissolve. Yep. So stamped him in a permanent ink. Stays on.
But then the taffy is the one that I now paint him with?
Yes, the pink taffy. Yes, that's the one I've chosen. You could paint him with whatever colour you wanted.
But it needed to be a reactive, not a core ink, yes? To paint him?
Yes. Yes, dissolve in the water and allow you to paint, yes. You could blend the core ink over him, but to paint it has to be something that's going to dissolve in the water. And I didn't want to do the whole thing. I only did it in the pink because I didn't want to introduce a third colour. I just liked the two-tone on there. And that card is that simple. And then we just wipe off our bit of water. And then you can mat that on whatever colour you like. I think I won't mat it now because we can all mat them later. I think I like that one on the green again. So I'm going to mat that on the green after. And greetings.
I didn't like it until I started painting it. I was like, I don't know. But
when you paint, isn't it amazing? Just that little bit of paint. I only painted the top half.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. The part that's stamped into the pink half of it.
Yep. And then whatever greeting you would like. On mine, I did hello. I actually painted my greeting as well. See that hello's painted pink?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
When I put the pink on there, the white greeting on there, just to me, I looked at it and went, that's a bit harsh. So you've got, greetings there. Hello, thanks, happy birthday, whatever greeting you would like. And then I finished it off with a bit of bling. Ta-da.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. And then literally what we just did then, we are also going to do with our third card, but in this instance, we're going to do 3 butterflies. And I did introduce the orange just because on
my butterfly is quite big, so I think I might just do the 2.
Yep.
It looks bigger than your one, I think.
Slightly different butterfly, I believe.
Yeah. But it's the same colour as in the grape juice?
I liked creamsicle. See how I've done it in the orange? Purely, oh yes, we are going to stamp it in the grape juice. Yes, sorry, yep.
And then colouring them in the orange. Perfect.
Yep. Or whatever colour you want. I chose the orange, but whatever colour you want.
Where is it? Where did I put it?
You know what? If you did want to use 3 butterflies, there's no reason you couldn't have half the butterfly come. Like you could stamp him down here and he comes off the bottom, a full one there, and then an angle so it comes off the top.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll try that. All right.
Yeah.
So hang on. Can you just move the demo card more towards the middle at the top? Yeah, that's perfect. You can have it a little bit higher just so I can see it. Perfect. I might stamp the middle one first and then the other ones around.
How's that?
Yep. Yep. Where you had it was great. I just wanted to be able to see it. Thank you.
I see. Yep. Yeah. So if you've got a bigger butterfly, there's no reason. I'm going to do mine deliberately then like that. I'm going to have him come off there. See how he comes off the edge?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then he goes there like so. And then my top one, I'll do the same thing and I'll just have him, oops, I should have it under the screen. I'm going to have him going that way as well, coming off the edge. Now, I've just discovered, not that it matters, one in the bottom of my water is still a little bit wet from my can there. I'm just going to be careful with it. It will dry. It's just, I don't know what's the temperature where you are? It's about 3 degrees here. I've got the heat pump going.
It's still cold here. I think we're only about 5.
Oh, I was in a Zoom meeting to the US today and it was like 110, which I think is 40 something. And I suddenly went, nah, I'd rather the cold. Okay, so then I'm going to just spritz the orange there, pick up my paintbrush. Gosh, I'm good at losing stuff. Where did I go, paintbrush? Here it is.
And did you paint it green towards its middle of its body?
No, the green was naturally there from my splattering.
Oh, okay.
I think I left it there. So I just actually...
quite pale behind the body, I just noticed.
Yeah, so I just left the green and I'll leave it there again now. And I'm just doing the white bits. You don't have to. Like if you liked it, whatever colour, this is your card. And so, yeah, this one here, I'm leaving the green in the middle of this one's body again. And if you want it to be more intense of an orange, put some more orange down and don't wet it down. And then when you pick up that, it'll be a very, very intense orange. There we are. Have some orange down there. If you're working at home with different colour inks, you could introduce blue. Am I still on the screen if I'm painting down here? Yes, I am. Good.
Yep.
Yep.
You can move the top card now if you want to finish stamping.
Yep. If you wanted to, you could do butterflies all over this and have it an entire butterfly front panel. There's no limit to what, but you can see why you could batch this. You could just do a whole heap of these and then do each stage. And with the background, you could just leave those backgrounds in multiple colours, and then when you're making a card down the front, you don't have, down the line, and you don't have much time, you can just flick through the ones you've already done and go, aha, this is the perfect background, and add whatever relevant stamp at the time that you're working on. There we are. Simplest card ever, and yet it came from just a couple of inks, a Coke can, a Coke lid. No, actually, I tell a lie, it was a Pepsi can. Oh, I almost put my paintbrush in my drinking water. I've done that before. Now, I can put that on any colour background. I'm going to end up putting it on purple, I think. Yeah, I like that on the purple background. In fact, I'm going to mount this one right now while you're finishing your card off.
I'm actually going to paint the middle of my body's green because I like the look of yours, and mine are very pale. So why not?
Yeah. And that's the beauty of this. You can suddenly go, yep, I'm doing something completely and utterly different. So now I'm going to put my tape on there. I'm going to be really scary. I'm going to glue it on.
Uh-oh.
I know. But having said that, this is a really good glue. It's called Wizard Glue. We get it from Poland. It is a very, very good glue. It dries quickly and is strong.
Yeah, no, that bit of extra green, it's just giving it a little bit of pizzazz. I like that now.
Excellent.
I could even, no, I won't, but I could even put, it's just a tiny little bit of dark purple on there because, I'm a rebel.
Well, you could do, because you've got the bit of dark purple where you've done your splattery bits.
I know, that's what I was thinking, but yeah, no, not today.
I know pigeons, Lucy. For anyone that doesn't know, that's a Susan Me thing that we've been saying for how many years now?
Yeah, it's not even the right quote.
I know it's not. I tried to find it once. It was out of a movie. And that's obviously not what he said because we've never been able to find the quote. There we are. So now I'm going to choose a greeting. I actually think I have some greetings from another lot altogether. So none of you are going to have these greetings. I just found them over there and I thought, oh, let me have a look and see if any of those will suit. There you go. How perfect is that for butterflies? Lifting you up with love.
Oh, that's lovely.
Let your dreams take flight. Nah, that's the one I'm going with. Let your dreams take flight. I don't even know where I got these greetings. I just found them over there and went, oh, they're going to suit today. Here we are. So I'm going to pop that on there. Let your dreams take flight. Bling. See, I've got lots of little blings on here. Where did I put my little blings? There they are. Oh my God. So some people got all bling. Some people got purple and bling. Pearls and bling, rather. I'm going to put little pearls on here because I can. There you go. There's a little pearl there. A little pearl there. A little pearl there. You know what? I'm going to put a big pearl there. And another really big pearl over there. There we are. And that can now get matted on a card. I believe I have a card under here. I can hear Shedbird over there asking what we're doing. And that will go on there like so. I'll do
Perfect.
I'll do it now, and then we've got a completed card, and then I think we can say bye to everyone. Any questions? Are any questions, Suze? Any questions, anybody?
Nope. Anyone's got questions, put them in.
Anybody who has questions afterwards on YouTube, please pop them in. I may not get to them, that day, but I will get to them each time I log in and check YouTube. Here we are.
That looks really good on the purple. I love it.
Yeah. And how perfect is that saying, let your dreams take flight with the butterflies? There we are. And I think I've finally got my lighting solution right.
The lighting is good.
Yeah, it's a really you can't see it, but it's like this 4 foot long round fluoro one. I've been trying to use the round ones because that's what I see all the influencers use, and I just seem to get shadowing. Whereas this is this really long, yeah. Now I'm going to pick this up and try and turn it around. Hopefully I don't mess anything. Hang on, how do I? There we are.
You should have a button down the bottom.
Yep, I'm picking it up. Hello, Susan. Oh, Susan. This is Susan. We're all cousins. There you go.
We can't see you yet, Sher. I'm still seeing a cup of water and some cards.
Okay, how do I turn this around?
Should be a little flick button somewhere.
Oh, there it is. There.
Right, you want to see my things?
Oh, yes, please. Yes, hang on, making me smaller. Oh, yes, that's pretty. Yep. Oh, that's loud, but yep. Oh, that is pretty. So, yeah, yours isn't as loud.
Mine doesn't look as loud as yours.
Yep.
And then this one I did differently. I don't like this, so I'm going to do it again later. So that's that part.
Yep.
That was a fail for me, so I'll fix it later. But the other one, where's the one I just decided not to put on there? I don't know. I was just like, nah, it's ghastly. I can't use it.
So do you only like the 2 strips? Do you want a 3rd strip on there, or you like?
No, I liked it with 2.
Yep, that's all it needs. Then
I just got to put it all together.
Yep.
But if you want, I can stop the recording for YouTube now if you want to say anything, and then we can stay here and everyone can unmute and say stuff if they want to.
Yeah, okay then. Yep. So thank you everyone that's been watching, and I hope you created some great cards. Okay, bye.
Bye.